What is going on, Strive family? We are back again with a high skin fade, and we are going to fade my man's beard. We are not going to touch the top for this video. I did check, and it was about a number 6, just to give you a rough draft of what's going on top. And so we're going to start off with this skin fade by putting in a 0 line. Okay, that's our clipper closed all the way. Um, Again, I am practicing with YouTube here and my camera angles. We'll get into this, and feel free to drop it in the comments what you like. We're going to debulk here with the number 4. And we're going to, just kind of flick off of the head as we get to the top. Okay, so then we're going to throw on our number 3 guard and continue to blend here into the top. Okay, boom, I've sped this one up a little bit here. We got our 1.5. We're just gonna, open it up, flick into that 3 area, and then pull away from the head, blending, closing the clipper halfway and then all the way. So here we go, boom. Now we have a number 1 on there. I'm going to attack that with the clipper all the way open, and I'm just blending into that 1.5, and closing the clipper halfway. Usually that's how I do it. Open, close it halfway, and then close it all the way up. So boom, here we go. This is a different angle. I'm using my phone for this shot. I kind of like how that works. I'm waiting on another a camera holder to go over my shoulder like this. But you can see the difference in the quality, man. I'm telling you, it's like boom. The first one was kind of like Instagram, and then this one was like boom, reality. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got the 116 on. Okay, we're just attacking that line. It looks like it is halfway closed or closed all the way here. I'm assuming it was like halfway closed, and this is probably our all the way closed final pass. And then we will take that off and attack the line with no guard. And I'll start that definitely open, and just work on fading the line out. Again, I like to start my fades at this point in my career with really just putting one line in the hair, and then I just fade into the top of the hair. Again, I'll go back through. You'll see me go back through and tweak things and um, finesse things. But again, so my main thing is like, all right, I want a rough draft. All right, so boom, this is my rough draft. Then I go back and do the final copy. Cross my T's, dot my I's. So here we go. We're gonna throw a little rough draft edge up on just for camera purposes, so we can get this fade together. Because I also fade the beard down all at this time. Normally I'll go around the haircut and continue my 0 guideline all the way around, but I had my camera on the stand, and it was just kind of a headache. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna just keep my man right here, and we're gonna fade this side all at once. But personally, I really like putting my guideline in all the way around. Using my mirror keeps me on track. So we're going to bald out the bottom here using our Gold FX trimmers. And once we get above that line there, right around this area, once I get above that, I'm like kind of flicking out and working a blend into the 0, okay? Because I don't want to go putting another line in the haircut. So yeah, I would say this is like a mid to high skin fade for sure. He doesn't like it when it puffs out. When it starts to grow back out, it'll puff up, on the side. So we just go nice and tight. I've been cutting him for maybe a year now, maybe close to a year. We might have just hit a year, to be honest. as you get to learn each person and client, you figure out, all right, well, I can do this to make the cut faster, or I can skip these steps here to, um, make this blend. All right, so boom. So we're gonna start fading into the beard. We started with it closed and going into that trimmer again. So I'm opening it up as I go down into the beard. So here we go. We're gonna go with the grain. See if we can get a blend going. And it's pretty much blended. We're gonna knock this thing down to a 2. So right there, I just kind of checked. Any hair that went over that little lip, that means that it'll cut. So I said we were talking about it. He wanted to kind of keep it dark, but at the same time, he likes it more or less usually a shadow. You can see him kind of telling me right here. Normally we do like a number 1, and it's kind of just a shadow. But for this haircut, we decided to keep it more dark on the chin area, and we will blend right now, fade it with the number 1. I'll come off that ear. I'll go a little bit tighter, because he does like it tighter. So again, if I was to go more onto the cheek with that number 1 open 1.5, he'd appreciate it. The main thing is keeping it darker for him on the chin, or and this is something that you would have to communicate with your client, whoever's in the chair. All right, well, I can go lighter or I can go darker. The main thing is you can't put the hair back on, guys. You can't put the hair back on. So as you see, I'm going over to 1.5 now, brushing the hair, keeping my canvas clean, laying the hair down, seeing what's really going on. So boom, I'm like, all right, that's a little heavy. We're gonna take that 1.5 and keep picking away at this haircut. I don't know if a haircut is ever finished. I feel like you could always pick it apart. In my personal opinion, that's my personal opinion. I feel like sometimes that shit look good enough. They gotta go because the next one is waiting. All right, so we're gonna continue to fade this beard down. Right now, I'm kind of finessing, and then we're gonna go do our rough draft here. Line up the lip, top of the lip here. Get into the corner of the mouth. Make sure that's nice and clean. The goatee area. And now I'm gonna do my rough draft on the cheek. So that's one thing I like to do is get the rough draft in, so when I check the mirror, I'm like, okay, each side is even, and then when I lay them back, I'll do my final copy. So here's another angle, just so you know it's me, so you can see my concentration, so you know it's real. That's really me doing this. All right, so we got the one side faded. Now we're just gonna continue going around with our establishing that guideline, so I can finally move the camera out of the way. So yeah, welcome to my shop. I'm always checking my mirror. All right, so now we're gonna match. Now we gotta go and match everything. Which that again, why I like to do everything. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Um, the whole matching game sometimes is a pain in the butt. Also, remember when it comes to matching, somebody's got a good side and a bad side. Like I feel like this is my guy's bad side. It doesn't connect totally his beard all the way. Where on his left side, it connects better. So when he's looking at his beard, or when I'm looking at his beard in the mirror, this side you can see the light spot at the top of the cheek there by his mouth. So I'm always checking the mirror to say, all right, this looks good, or mirror don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So again, we're gonna really brush down that front hairline, and I'm looking to match the other side here. you'll see, as I come out with these videos, you'll see me. I'll try to, leave as much as I can without dragging these videos. I'm always checking my mirror, always, always, always looking in that mirror. So we're gonna hit this line up. Catch that bottom line. He's got a scar under there. That's a scar, which that will also throw me off. Um, when doing, I've had other people with scars in the beard, and that will always kind of throw you off. Or so you want to make sure you're really looking in the mirror. Sometimes, like, even having him stretch his neck back, and then when he comes back down, it could look a different way because the skin is stretched tight. So sometimes I like to tell everybody to not stretch their neck so far back, because they're not walking around with their head tilt back like that. So it's like I could put in a straight ass fucking line with your head stretched all the way back straight, but then when you come back down and and gravity does what it does on our neck and our skin, it could be more wavy, or it could droop a little bit. So I try not to get so much tension on the neckline when really putting in these lines on the beards and stuff. And I explain that to the client. It's like, yo, stop going back so tight, man. You ain't walking around like that. Why you trying to pick apart my line here? You ain't gonna be walking around with your head all the way back, showing everybody underneath. All right, so boom, we're gonna lighten up this mustache. Check the fade here on the beard. Anyways, major key right here, man. Just making sure they are cleaned up. Dust them off the right way, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment your final thoughts.